Franklin Roosevelt once described the dedication of a library as an act of faith. I dedicate this library with an unshakable faith in the future of our country. It's the honor of a lifetime to lead a country as brave and as noble as the United States. Whatever challenges come before us, I will always believe our nation's best days lie ahead. God bless.
Back in April, George Bush was joined by 4 other living presidents for the official dedication ceremony of the George W. Bush Presidential Center. It was a historic moment to have the presidents and first ladies all in Dallas for the ceremony. Welcome back to Prime. We are visiting with John Orrell, the Public Relations Director of the George W. Bush Presidential Library and Museum. George, I just called you George.
That one hasn't happened yet.
It wasn't? Well, there's always a first time for everything.
That's right.
So, John, tell us about that day. It was an incredibly special day, and obviously you had a front row seat. So tell us about it.
It was phenomenal. It was historical. My main purpose on that day was to help facilitate the director of the Library and Museum and the Archivist of the United States of America, get them around, make sure that they were taken care of that day, get the interviews done. I was actually supposed to be back in the room when they were meeting, and there was a funny moment that kind of happened with that. We were standing in Freedom Hall, and when the president comes into the room, they wanted all of us to be off to the side and nobody be moving. It's a Secret Service protocol that they had. And so I was standing behind everybody, and I was behind numerous people, but I'm kind of tall, I'm 6'4",
right.
And I think because I was towering over everybody, I kind of caught their attention. They go, "Are you supposed to be in here?" And I said, "I'm with the director and the archivist." And they go, "Can we see your security pin?" And I had a credential to be in there, but I go, I don't have one. They go, "Okay, you can leave." And I went, "Yes, sir." And you just don't question when the Secret Service tells you to leave. You go, "Okay, thank you." Yep.
Secret Service says the word, and,
yep,
and
exactly.
You're hot-footing it out of there.
Exactly.
So did you watch it from the crowd?
I did. I had the ability to be able to watch from the crowd, and it was just magical. It was magical. For me, one of the more emotional moments was getting to watch President Bush with President Bush, getting to watch father and son. When President Bush 41 talked, I cried.
Well, I was watching it, and I cried too, seeing it, and he turned to George W. Bush and said, "Was that too long?" And I was like, oh, bless him. And actually, I mean, this is a huge thing in American history, the fact that a father-son, and they have, obviously there's the statue of the two of them in the entrance. Let's just go and take a quick look at what George W. Bush has to say about that.
Today marks a major milestone in a journey that began 20 years ago when I announced my campaign for governor of Texas. Some of you were there that day. I mean, a lot of you were there that day. I picture you looking a little younger. You probably picture me with a little less gray hair. In politics, you learn who your real friends are. And our friends have stood with us every step of the way. And today's a day to give you a proper thanks.
What a powerful, powerful day. So what do you think that the center means to the city of Dallas?
I think we're just another cornerstone. I think we are definitely going to be a premier attraction, and I think we're going to help bring a lot more people to Dallas and put a lot more positive focus on the city of Dallas.
Well, which is wonderful. And there are so many things that we haven't even touched on today. President George W. Bush's AIDS work that he's been doing, and it's so there's so many more things to learn within the museum and libraries. So John, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
It has been a true pleasure to talk with you. And go to www.bushcenter.org or www.georgewbushlibrary.smu.edu. We'll be right back with former Dallas newspaper columnist turned author Nancy Smith.